Hello Virgos and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your February 2019 monthly tarot reading. We're going to look at what's coming in this month for you in your general life, in your love life, and the challenges that you will face this month, okay? I've decided to use my Aquarian Tarot deck to check out your general overview card for the month as well as what is coming in for you. And then we will switch up the deck, okay guys? If you want to check out the monthly overview astrologically for February 2019, it is within the first 5 minutes of the Aquarius February 2019 video, so be sure to check that out. And if you guys want me to make my own astrology video for February, it'll just be a short video, or I can go a little bit more in depth into it. Put that in the comments below, and because I've been thinking about doing it, but haven't decided, so if you guys want that, let me know in the comments. Alright, Virgos, this reading won't resonate with every single one of you. So check out the videos to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because again, we are not just our sun sign, and these readings are not meant for every single Virgo out there. So if it doesn't resonate with you, I'm not doing it on purpose. No need to get offended. Alright, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the general energy for February 2019? What is the general energy for February 2019 for my Virgos? Month of February 2019 for my Virgos. That's just right, Virgos. This month, general energy for my Virgos this month. I will say, when I was shuffling your cards before I even turned this on, I did see the Three of Swords pop out, and I hope it does not pop out again, but I'm kind of getting a feeling that some of you are going through some type of heartbreak. You're really feeling something. Yep, Nine of Rods this month. We're feeling it. I feel like a lot of us are expecting something to end badly or expecting the worst in a situation here. When the Nine of Rods comes up, I kind of see that as expecting, yeah, this is kind of like, expecting the worst case scenario. And so you're on edge for it. You're all stressed out about it. Because of what's happened in the past, we might, have put our walls up here because we believe, that is what's going to protect us and keep us safe here. Sorry, it's kind of dark out today. But the Nine of Rods here is definitely a sense that we need to rethink about our boundaries and, where we have our boundaries within our life. Why are they up so high? Why are we so afraid to let people in or, even to let new situations in, to move forward on things? It feels like we're afraid to move forward for some reason. And in this deck, it's, inner strength crystallized by opposition. So again, if we've had opposition in other areas of our life, or if we've had opposition from certain parties and relationships at work, we could be really feeling that way and just being like totally unwilling to even reach out, to even branch out anymore, because we're just like, no, if I do that, it's not going to work out. It's not going to happen. I already know the answer. This is the kind of card where, we put up our boundaries and we're saying to everybody, no, I'm not going to do it because I already know it's not going to work out, or I already know that it's all going to be a mess. The Nine of Rods to me is, being prepared for something that most likely isn't going to happen because, of what's happened in the past. And that's a very Virgo energy, so I'm not surprised it's coming up for you guys. So whatever has happened, you guys are just trying to be practical about it, it feels like. And that's okay, but be sure that our boundaries aren't keeping out things that are wonderful, or, that the universe is trying to give us as gifts, or, trying to give us that we can move up in life, give us what we want. So let's check out what's coming in for you this month now. It's coming in February 2019 for my Virgos. What's coming in this month? What will be happening this month in the lives of my Virgos? What will be coming into their lives this month throughout February 2019 in their general lives, career, not focusing on love. Not quite yet. We get death. Whoa, okay. And you guys have very powerful energy this month. What else is coming in? What else is coming in this month or coming up this month? February 2019 for my Virgos. We get the King of Swords. Wow. We have some big decisions. It feels like some of us here are really making some clear decisions, or we're making a decision to end something. Whoa. Okay. Could be a work situation. And this one also came out. I'm not going to ignore it. Actually, all three of these came out, and I'm not going to ignore them. Even though they all came out upright all together, it really feels resonant to me that they all came out for you guys. So I'm going to look at them all. And I usually don't like to, take out if a bunch of cards fall out. But they were all upright, and I can't ignore them because it really just feels like it fits you this month. It really feels like they're meant to. Okay, let's clarify Death and the King of Swords here. This is some really big changes at work I'm getting for you guys. We're releasing a lot of stress, if we've been like pushed too much at work, if we felt like we've had to carry the load, carry the burden, do all this stuff for somebody and not really get the pay that we deserve, it feels like we're making a shift this month. 8 of Rods. It could be that we're getting new opportunities and we're seeing a situation for what it is. But again, guys, with that 9 of Rods, don't be afraid to accept new opportunities. It feels like you might be getting a lot of opportunities this month. And we might be wanting to kind of close our mind about it and say, no, I don't want this, or no, if I take this, it's just going to be the same as before. It's not. It's really, really not. I don't get that vibe at all. I'm not getting that energy. Gosh, I wish it wasn't so dark today. I'm going to pull these down just a little bit because it is not sunny out today, even though we are in Florida. This is like the not sunny season of Florida, and I'm not vibing it, I have to say. Let's check this out. But I hope you guys can see these pretty well. All right. King of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's some big decisions at work. Or again, I don't know. It just feels like you guys are getting more opportunities, and we're almost afraid to take them. But if we take it, it looks like we can get out of a negative situation or out of a negative cycle of work here. All right, King of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles. Clarify the messages for my Virgos this month. Who's the King of Swords bringing up here? My Virgos. 5 of Swords reversed. You guys have a very clear-cut reading. 8 of Pentacles. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles in the middle of your reading here. Very focused on work, very focused on building up abundance here. Again, that really, to me, because this is in the center of your reading here, we're making decisions. We're very stressed out at work, but it's, again, all of the decisions and a lot of our life this month here is going to be focused around work. And as an earth sign, it's no surprise, but you guys are very, very hyper-focused on it right now. Very focused on our employment, on, you know, if we're working on commissions, if we're, you know, working on building something up, you know, trying to get more money, trying to build up our portfolio, trying to, you know, just get our tasks done. It's just kind of like day to day, got to get the work done, got to do it. Judgment, we're having a judgment moment about it though. 10 of Rods, we might be realizing that the things that we're carrying and the things that we're doing at work are too much. Judgment has been coming up all over the place for this month. So again, guys, check out your readings of your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's a ton of repeating cards, especially Judgment. Judgment has been coming up a lot. And again, I think that has a lot to do with that Leo full moon and that total lunar eclipse. So go check out my video for that. I think it was for January 20th to 21st. That energy is going to be kicking around and changing things for the next 6 months or more to come. So please go check that out. It's big energy shifts. So if we're coming to realizations, we're making huge shifts, it is because of that. Know that it is because of that blood moon, that total lunar eclipse. 10 of Rods. Clarify the 10 of Rods and the Devil reverse. They seem very attached, very attached to me. Yeah, it looks like we're coming into a new... Yeah, I think that you guys, a lot of you guys might be leaving jobs. Might be leaving one place for a new opportunity, with somebody that's going to, you know, with a place that's going to appreciate you, with a place that is going to give you what you deserve. I'm going to pull one more clarifier because I just... see what that has to offer. Yeah, it really feels like the moon. Interesting. Also pay attention to the moon cycles. We do have that the biggest supermoon of the year on February, I believe, I think it's the 19th. It's the full moon supermoon, and actually in Virgo. It is your full moon. How did I forget to mention that for you guys? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is going, I'm going to talk about it because it is your supermoon, and this is going to be happening this month. So I will actually just talk about that really briefly right now because it is coming up. And I do think that when that supermoon comes up, we're really going to be focusing again, especially because it is a Virgo full moon, and this is for you guys. We're very focused on work this month, and it is because of that energy. We also have, I think it's Taurus that's moving into, around the 14th, we have Taurus moving into Mars, I want to say. Again, check out the first 5 minutes of my video in the Aquarius video for February because I talk more about it, and I don't have my notes on me right now, but I know that the Virgo full moon is about that long-term, sustainable survival energy. That's going to be the root of that energy, and that is great for you guys. We're going to be focusing on our safety, on our need for it, and how it can come together with order and clarity, even within our emotional aspects. Again, emotionals, maybe in relationships, but I really feel like you guys are going to be focusing mostly on work in this type of aspect. We're going to be focusing on, you know, how do I get more money? How do I get more money and organize everything for the long term so that I can continue to make money, continue to be, you know, just have a sustainable life here. We're having this really intense desire to organize, especially again with, you know, what's within us. Anything that feels chaotic, anything that feels like this, that 10 of Wands of I'm carrying way too much, it's everybody else's crap that I'm carrying, and you're like, I'm done, I'm dropping the swords here. The Five of Swords reversed to me figures, you know, I'm realizing that the way I've been treated has not been right. I've had things taken from me. So I'm making a judgment call about this. I'm dropping this. I'm realizing that this period here needs to end. I'm having a realization about it, and I'm going to go out and find somebody that's going to appreciate me. Maybe somebody's coming forward to say, hey, I like your work. Would you rather work here? And you're like, hell yeah. I'm done with this devil energy. I'm done with it. I'm, you know, turning this energy over here. We're having some type of spiritual understanding about what we need in terms of work, about what, you know, fuels us. And I think, again, it has a lot to do with that Virgo supermoon on the 19th in your sign. We're going to need to really be tolerant and accept our imperfections in our life here, though, because, again, you guys can really beat yourselves up about your imperfections. So be sure to be tolerant with yourself. Accept your imperfections. Accept imperfections in life and in other people, and don't beat them up about it. Trust that life, and, you know, trust what life is giving you right now. Trust what you're going through, and let it run its, like, be sure to let it run on its own terms. You can't control everything. You can make some, you know, moves here because of what you're finding out and what you're realizing, but don't try to force life into a box or try to force it one way. Allow life to run on its own terms, because it's doing something to, it's trying to alert you to the things that, you know, you need to work out in your life that have to do with long-term sustainability, long-term growth, long-term financial comfort here. But, you know, again, we're going to really need to be focusing on what makes us feel safe materially for the long term, and how can we achieve that. We're going to really need to resist the allure of any tempting promises that really distract us from this reality, okay? So be sure of that, because that's what the moon is also bringing up is, you know, we need to not be distracted by that. And it feels like with the devil reverse there, you guys are suddenly like, okay, I get it. I know that these are all distractions. I know that this job, this situation that was not treating me right is a negative distraction. And yes, it was imperfect and I had to go through it, but you guys be beating yourself up about it. Like, why did I stay here for so long? Why did I keep this job? Why did I decide to do this? But, you know, we have this yearning for fulfillment here, and we're going to find it. We're going to reach out and find it, maybe through relationships as well. But it does feel like you guys are going to go out and seek, or, you know, somebody's going to come in and kind of show you, hey, this would be better for you. They would appreciate you. This is an offer that you would love. This is a job that you would love. This is a path that you want to do here. And it's that long-term stability. What do you need? What are you yearning for here? And for you guys, it's going to be, you know, that long-term stability. What's going to make us feel safe materially, and how do we get that for the long term? So that's our focus this month for you guys, okay? And again, it's because of that Virgo supermoon. So you guys are really going to be feeling it, especially towards the end of the month, middle to end of the month, because I think that's actually on the 18th. Sorry, 19th. I keep saying 18th. Sorry, I think it's we move into Pisces on the 18th. Let's look at what will challenge you this month. I'm going to use my Hieronymus Bosch deck here. What will challenge my Virgos this month? What will challenge my Virgos in February 2019? What will challenge them? We're getting the Star. Our hopes and dreams. 10 of Wands. There it is again. Will challenge my Virgos this month. What are their challenges? Let me get the Devil. Wow. And these two were in your other part of the reading there. Different deck, same cards. Definitely some challenging energies here. The Star, to me, really speaks of we need to not be afraid of our fantasies, not be afraid of our dreams here, not be afraid of hope, and hope coming in. Because again, it does seem like the universe wants to give us the job, wants to give us the career, you know, the life that we want here. But we have to be willing to step out and grab that. We have to be willing to deal with this energy here that we have accumulated. It does feel like you guys are in this energy right now. And whether you realize it or not, you know, you could be in a work situation, in a relationship, in whatever the situation is in your life right now. It feels like it is too much. We're carrying too much to be, for it to be on our back by ourselves here. What we need to focus on is ridding ourselves of this energy, stepping out of it, dropping those wands, realizing that we can't carry the burden for everybody. And whatever we're carrying has become too much for one reason or another, and we need to reevaluate it and evaluate our ties to it. Because I'm feeling here that there's an unhealthy attachment to work. We need money, we need to do this, so we just keep doing the same things over and over again. But we're going to be stuck in the same position, same bad job, being treated the same way unless we switch that. Unless we really go for that star. If we heal our heart and listen to ourselves here and say, what is it that I really want though? And how will this fulfill me materially? I know I can do this. That's what you have to tell yourself is, I know I can do that. And I know that I don't have to carry this with me. I don't have to carry these wands. I don't have to, you know, again, the Ten of Wands is the porter. To bear the load of every man is beyond the strength of anyone. You can't do that. You have to realize that. To bear the load of everybody. So if you're getting paid very little for doing all that, you know, rethink what you're doing. Ask for more money. Do something about it or quit. Because they're using you. I'm getting the sense that whatever job situation you're in, they know that you're going to do it. They always know that you're going to be there, that you're going to be there on a whim. Like, oh, I need you by like 10 o'clock today to go do this, or like go, you know, film all this stuff. And you could be like, all right, I'll be there. But what if, you know, that's ridiculous. And if they're not paying you enough and they're just asking you to do all this stuff on a whim, and then you get there and they're like, oh, actually, we need you to do this, this, and this, that's not fair. And that's what I'm getting here, is that you're realizing that your attachment to it has become almost like a slave energy here. It's almost like you guys are attached to this, like you're shackled to this job because you want the money and you need it, but you aren't willing to step out and treat yourself the way that you deserve to be treated, and to accept jobs and really go for a career path and what you want. Instead, you're accepting, well, this is money and this is what I need right now, so I'm just going to keep doing it. And this is a folly of the earth signs that I always kind of sense. I do a lot of readings for earth signs, and I will say that this kind of situation comes up a lot, where we get stuck in negative job situations, and we get stuck there because we need the money, and we feel like, oh, well, why would I step out of this? It's just, you know, it's just work, it's whatever, it's always going to be miserable. Work doesn't have to be miserable, and it most certainly does not have to be miserable. So you can also love it and also be treated well and make enough money. You don't have to hate it. And the devil is, even evil derives joy from evil, but man is not made for that type of joy, cruelty. There's somebody, or, you know, a situation in your life right now that's treating you cruelly, that has you in a cruel cycle, or that you are not being treated right here. And I can't stress that enough, that we need to recognize what this is, drop these wands, and, go, you know, not be afraid of this star energy, because the star energy is coming up here to say that we do need to focus on our hopes and dreams. We might have a fear of it. Sometimes, you know, when the star comes up as a challenge, I see it as, you know, sometimes people are too lost in their hopes and dreams. But this is saying that you need to focus on it. We need to focus on healing. We need to focus on allowing, you know, this energy to come in, for the cosmos to come in and tell us, hey, this is what you should be doing. Hey, this is what you need to be doing. Listen to that. Listen to those pushes. Listen to that pull there. All right, let's look at love for you guys. Love and relationships for my Virgos for February 2019. Love and relationships for my Virgos. We're going to use my Hobbit deck here. Love and relationships for my Virgos for February 2019. Love and relationships for my Virgos. What they be experiencing in singles, couples. All my Virgos in their love lives. You know, I have a Virgo moon, so I'm quite... I wonder how this Virgo full moon is going to affect me. It's probably going to hit me pretty hard. I feel it, you guys. Alright, let's see. Love and relationships. Love and relationships in February. Alright, what's this? We get the Two of Wands. Get the Seven of Swords. Love and relationships for my Virgos. Four of Cups here. King of Coins, and I feel that this one really wants to come out too. Three of Coins. Okay. Let's get a couple clarifiers, because we have some interesting cards here. We have that Seven of Swords there, and that Four of Cups in the middle. And those are kind of some disheartening cards to have towards the middle there. However, with the King of Coins, it does seem... I mean, that's you guys showing up in your reading here, which I like. So let's see. Two of Wands and Seven of Swords. Clarify the Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords here. Two of Wands. It feels like, you know, we're thinking about the future, planning ahead here. What is the Seven of Swords here? Two of Wands, Seven of Swords. What does this mean in terms of their love lives? Get the Lovers reversed. Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords here. What does this mean for my Virgo this month in their love lives? Eight of Coins. Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. Nine of Cups. So maybe some of us here are unhappy with our current situation. We're feeling unhappy with the decision that we've made, and we're wondering how we can reach this point in terms of, you know, connecting emotionally. Because sometimes when I see the Four of Cups, there's a sense of boredom here, a sense of dissatisfaction with the way we're communicating emotionally here, especially if we're in a relationship, or, you know, even if we're single. We're feeling bored, we're feeling lonely, we're not getting the offers that we want. It feels like we're waiting for something that isn't going to come. We're waiting for some type of change here. We're unwilling to step out and, you know, make that change. And it feels like with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Coins, we know that we have to work on something within ourselves here. The Seven of Swords is that there's something going on below the surface that either we don't know, or, you know, sometimes it's, you know, it's my sneaky fox card, but it's also that there's an undercurrent there that we may not have been able to recognize at first, or one that, you know, we know of, but we're willing to ignore. And that, to me, is saying that we need to work towards getting to this Nine of Cups feeling. If we're not feeling this way in our relationship, we have to work towards it. Because it feels like with that Two of Wands and the Lovers reverse here that we may not... It feels almost like if you guys are in a partnership, you're not on the same page right now. And it's because you might be dissatisfied and unwilling to talk about it. Alright, King of Coins. Clarify the King of Coins and the Three of Coins here. Sorry, I'm just giving these messages as I get them. Ten of Wands again. You guys are feeling it really just like you're carrying the burden. You know, you're carrying a huge burden in all aspects of your life. In terms of career, in terms of just general life, but in terms of love too. The Ten of Wands is coming up, and it was your challenge. So again, this Ten of Wands and dealing with it is going to be a challenge for you guys this month. We need to continue to build. We need to... Once we realize that the Ten of Wands is here, when you take that, we need to make some changes here to build a new foundation. It feels like, again, with that Virgo supermoon that's happening on the 19th, again, because this is kind of towards the end of the month here, middle to the end of the month, we could be realizing that, again, we're unhappy, we're dissatisfied with where we are in our love lives, in our relationships, how we communicate emotionally here, and we want this. We want emotional satisfaction. Below it, this is what we want, and we need to work for it. However, what stands in our way here, and what we're realizing around that Virgo supermoon there is, this is what I want. I want long-term stability. I want this long-term love. I want this type of relationship. I want the whole package. I want to be emotionally fulfilled, feel really happy, have this person love me, whatever that means to you, whatever your perfect person is. Like, you want that. You want that connection, and that's what we're thinking of. We're stuck thinking about this, but in reality, we're here, and we're not doing anything to change it. When the Four of Cups is there. You know, it just really tells us that we're taking things maybe also too personally, being a little bit too apathetic about it. That's kind of what I'm getting here, is that instead of facing a situation that we know is a problem, we're being apathetic about it, we're not changing anything, we're becoming way too stuck. It's really time to take down our defense mechanisms and have greater trust in the basic goodness of our relationship and the basic goodness of others, and maybe we'll be on the same page. We can build a new foundation, but we have to communicate about it. We have to communicate about how we feel here, about what we want and how we feel at this time. And, you know, this is what I want for the long term. I want to be with you. If you are thinking of that, you want to be with somebody long term, but you're not feeling that connection, it's time to talk about it. I don't sense a breakup, but I do sense that there is a need to communicate our true feelings about a situation, and to not let everything else, you know, this 10 of Wands, in whatever aspect of your life it may come in, especially if this is just career and all that other stress, you can't let that come into your relationship here, because your relationship needs work if we're in a relationship. And even if you're not in a relationship, we need to be less apathetic. We need to be less, you know, concerned like, oh, everybody's evil, nobody's, you know, in it for what I'm in it for. You know, I'm never going to have that connection with somebody, because it feels like we're turning our head away, maybe especially if we're single, from somebody that is actually good for us. And or again, maybe we had somebody in the past here that we thought was really great and ended up, you know, not working out for us here. And that might be why, you know, we're afraid to put effort into a relationship and effort into, you know, like having this dream. We're like, oh, maybe someday, but I'm not going to go out and try that again because it didn't work out for me last time. You know, why would I even try to be in a relationship again if it doesn't work out for me? Sorry, I'm talking, I need to go out. But the Two of Wands and the Lovers reverse here, it feels to me that we're not thinking about somebody else. If we're in a relationship here, or you know, even if we're not in a relationship, we're being a little bit more self-serving here than maybe we should be. Again, we need to be a little bit more tolerant this month. That's really important for you guys, because life is not perfect. We need to accept these imperfections in life, accept the imperfections if we're in a relationship or not, you know, within ourselves, within another person. But the Lovers here reverse to me signifies that maybe, and again, I'm not calling any of you up, but sometimes in the Lovers reverse with the Two of Wands, we could be thinking about somebody else. We could be almost being tempted by somebody else, and we're not thinking about either our partner or, you know, even if we're single, how this is affecting us. Oh my God, I just knocked over half a deck. I'll get it after. To me, this is saying, yeah, maybe some of you guys knocked over your deck here. Maybe some of us here, you know, we're flirting with somebody else, and now we're feeling really bad about it, and we're saying, wow, that was stupid. I need to work on my relationship. I need to work on what it is that I want. Why did I, you know, branch out? Why was I talking to that person? Why was I, you know, interested in somebody else for a second there? You know, what is it that you're really looking for? And why aren't you happy with what you're in right now? What are you hiding here? We need to figure that out. We need to work on that this month. We need to see what we need for long-term stability, what we need in terms of a relationship this month. You guys need to focus on that as well. So again, that Virgo supermoon is going to, you know, probably have you guys hyper-focus on career and money and long-term stability in those aspects, because again, Virgos, you guys love to, you know, plan all that stuff, make your checklist, make sure everything is going good, and that's great. Us earth signs love to do that. Believe me, taking stock and measuring things and doing all that stuff, I love it too. Being a Taurus with a Virgo moon, it's awesome. It's very fun for me too. I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. But instead of just looking at all the things that need to be changed, we need to start enacting it. We need to start doing it. This is that taking stock card. We're taking stock of what needs to change here, what needs to shift. And but you can't just get stuck there. We need to say, okay, this is what I want, but I need to be willing to get through this here. I need to be willing to put in that effort, to make in the effort here, to you know, moving forward here, building a new foundation, working on this relationship with somebody, working with other people. And that's what I get with the Three of Coins. We're working on ourselves. We're working on new skills in our relationships, new ways to really communicate especially. And we're moving forward. So again, if you want to renew your relationship and really work on that, this is a great time to really confront that, do that, be open, be honest, and really confront these feelings for the long term and understand them, and so that we can have a healthier, better relationship. And we can connect, so that we can be on the same page, so that we can not be tempted by others and really understand why it is, you know, maybe we were feeling bored or upset. And again, if we're single, we're looking at ourselves, we're saying, why did I have all these defenses up? It was for this reason or another reason, or, you know, because I don't believe that people are ever going to treat me right. No one's ever going to be that way with me. No one's ever going to, you know, if I try, then they're not going to come back, or, you know, whatever happened in the past that has turned you off towards love and other people and made you distrust them. You need to work on that. You need to work on the fact that not everybody is like that. Not every relationship will be that way, and we need to understand that, you know, this is real, and we can have this, but we have to be willing to put in that work. And once we do start doing that, we're going to see this huge shift. Okay? Woo! Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. Important messages for you guys this month, huh? So let's get because I got my new Adoring Virtue Romance Angel cards here. I'm super excited about them. They're so beautiful. I am going to use this because it is February for you guys. I'm just going to be using them for like the rest of the signs that I do the monthly readings for, because, you know, they're new, they're awesome. It's February, the month of love. Why not, okay? And I'm going to be doing a pick a card, I think, love reading with these guys as well. I'm very excited about it because they're so pretty, and I've wanted them for so long. All right, so let's see. Advice for my Virgos for February 2019. What do they need to know from the romance angels? What do the romance angels have to say for my Virgos this month? What is this card that wants to come out so bad? Who love yourself first. Oh my God. Virgos, this is a perfect message for you guys. Perfect. I find often that Virgos, you guys have a hard time, you know, loving yourself first. You know, you guys are known to pick at yourselves, known to, you know, bring yourselves down and, you know, give yourself a really hard time. Be hard on yourselves. Don't. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You must respect and love yourself first. Whether you think that you are or aren't, this is something that, you know, we really need to work on this month, okay? Whether you're realizing that this is a problem in your life or not. Okay, let's see. Love yourself first. If you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry, you can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending time alone instead of in a relationship. During this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessing and lessons you've gained from each one. For instance, you have become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships. If so, let everything else from the past go except the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for the next relationship or heal the one you're in. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. And this is something, guys, that came up in all aspects of your reading. Was respecting ourselves, loving ourselves. Don't carry that 10 of Wands for everybody else. You know, drop it and love yourself first. Love your relationships, put the effort into you and what makes you happy, what fuels your fire, and what's going to make you happy in the long term, okay? All right, Virgos, again, check out your videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February. Make sure to check out your 2019 video for the year, because a lot of important messages there. If you guys haven't, please do like, share, and subscribe. And good luck this month, guys. And be sure to check out that love pick a card reading for February when I put that up. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in my description box. Thank you, Virgos.